Welcome everybody, Sci-Fighter here. We are back with our final match of this season of our course for the core, and we are against Darth, either Geri or Jerry. Not positive, depends on how you pronounce the G. In the European time zone, so could be Jerry. I'm not sure. Let's see, so Darth is running a Dengar, Fenrau, and Sunny Bounder list. Got the best pilot in the game in there, Sunny Bounder. Let's see, what side do we want? We will take... I'll take right. Let's see, just trying to think the best way to do it. Where do we want left? I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm trying to think which way of orientation helps me remember that Dengar wants to go left a lot. So we want to stay on the right side of Dengar. We'll take right. Why not? And we have been given initiative, so we will place the all-important first rock. We don't have any pilot skill issues, so we will go ahead and make give ourselves plenty of space to make any turns on the outside that we might need to do. Set all debris here. Very interesting. So, anyways, let's get to the list. Dengar has expertise Gonk. The Gonk droid. You don't see that very often. I actually really like it. As where I think repairing damage should be, regenerating shields, I think Gonk is a great way to have for your regen mechanic. That was not Englished good, I know. But it's so much better than just like automatic stuff like R2-D2, things like that. You actually have to manage something, manage a resource, which is your actions, right? It takes two actions. You have to take an action to put a shield onto Gonk, and you have to take an action to take a shield off and regen it. I think it's the way it should have been the whole time. Alright, let's go ahead and set another one. We want quite a bit of space. We are running rack, so I'm going to put him way down here, give ourselves a nice big gap here. He's going to be running to run left, so I'm assuming Dengar will start here, come up this way. So I'm going to want to cluster up this part of the board a little bit more. So expertise on Dengar is really going to be affected by the stress that debris can hand out, and as we get to our list, our rebel captive. So we want to be dishing out stress, if possible, to Dengar. Fenrau's push the limit, so if we can get him double stressed, that's great too. But he's much more maneuverable and able to kind of squeeze through some nooks and crannies. Let's see. And the Punishing One title's on Dengar as well, upping that attack dice amount. Fenrau, push the limit, auto thrusters, Concord, Dawn Protector. Not a whole lot to say about that. I don't think it's been absent from the meta too much, since it stays with Atani. Yeah, we'll put this a little bit closer. Still able to like sweep through if we need to, but we want to try to stay away from this area. We want to stay on Dengar's right side, so if Dengar starts here, so we can go left and left and left and left, we're going to want to have our boy Rack maybe start up here, come down this way, just to extend the time and not joust the guy. And then cluster up this part, so if Dengar wants to run and go left, he's going to run into some issues. Set. Fenrau, so we want to stay away from him. Range 1 is nasty. And Sunny Bounder, the Light Seek title. The Light Seek, basically all damage is face up. Granted, there's 2 hull points, so it could just be a 1 hull kill if it's a direct hit. We don't have to worry about crits on that guy. That being said, with our current loadout, crits are a thing. Crits are a big deal. Alright, so let's go through our list. This is a bit of what we've gone through before. Rack Low with Darth Vader. Krennic's in there, Rebel Captive. I don't think there's actually really anything that changed. Maybe Kylo was different. I forget what my last build with him was. Alright, so all the debris is set, and I'm at the highest PS for both guys, so all of Darth's pieces can go wherever they shall be. So we've got Rear Admiral Shiranu, Veteran Instincts Director Krennic, Rebel Captive, Kylo Ren, Engine Upgrade, and Darth Vader, who's the optimized prototype from good old Director Krennic. Adaptability, harpoons, advanced targeting, engine upgrade, and the TIE X1. Everything is normal there. Is that Darth is ready? No, Darth is a... Oh, actually, I don't think it doesn't take place until Place Forces is done. So I have initiative, so I place first. What do we think here? Kind of thinking of running Rack down. So if we place Darth kind of this way, he can, one, come through all this stuff. He can even hard turn down and just join Rack if he wants. Or he can try to flank around, which I think is a good way to go too. We're going to want to take Rack pretty fast. Probably not boosting, but I assume Denger's going to go slow, build up the gonk, so we want to get in there fairly quickly. The Dark Lord is set. And he is the optimized prototype. I do like the chit that they cranked out for Krennic. He is the whip. Is the prototype. So yeah, we've ran this list before. I think it did, if I remember correctly, it did well. I think we actually had Awaken before. Rebel Captive, and probably not Kylo. Probably not Kylo. But the Rebel Captive is going to help because Danger's not going to want to shoot at Rack. And then Fenn Rau is not going to want to shoot at Rack. Because both of them do not want to be stressed. Fenn's gonna be pushing the limit. Don't want to be double stressed. Danger has expertise. Does not want to get stressed. So if we can bring the fight into the rocks, most of my stuff is not action dependent. However, Vader and his defenses are. So Vader's not gonna necessarily want to be running over debris, but that should be avoidable. This match, if we win, will actually even out, be 50-50, 4-4. A terrible record, especially since we're in first place on our division. But that's mostly because of a lot of people dropping out, losing interest. Nonetheless, it can get us into the core worlds, and our course will be complete. Just in time for 1.0 to be finished. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I didn't really expect to get there. And then to finish off 1.0 by making it into the core worlds, that'd be really cool. And actually really, like, both of them. So, rack. Let's see, how much are we gonna want to just jam in there? Alright, so here's my thought. If we place in such a manner that we can kind of like come around these rocks where it can't necessarily get around to us, it's probably good. And that Danger getting stressed is gonna want to be sweeping around here. So actually, as I say that, I'm thinking now, I just need to hug around and not go off the edge. I don't necessarily want to straight up joust them immediately either. I need Darth to get in there, and ultimately, if Darth, just for that, I'm going to set Rack back a bit. My idea there is that when it's going to take him longer to get around, what are you going to just want to do? You want to break off and try to go get Vader? Alright, well, Rack can come on in. So if I bring him in slow, that's totally fine. And I don't have cruise on Darth this time, so I don't have to run fast. I think we're good. We're set. May the Force be with you, Darth. But as always, not too much. Round 1 it is. Let's see, we'll log this. DarthGeri. Start the log file. Usually terrible at that, so. Alright. So. I think if I pressure with Rack, right, I go quickly. I'm not really worried about Sunny coming in and doing really anything. It's a 2 red die ship. I can take it out almost whenever I want. It's not even like a Tawning anything. Squad builder here. Just has the ability that once per round after you roll or re-roll dice, if you have the same result on each of your dice, add a matching result. Very strange. Very strange ability. Alright, so if they both go quickly, I can potentially take out Sunny now. Not that it's necessary, but I can make it like a pass anyway and see what happens. And then Rack can see what happens after that. I think that's the play. We are set. Vader can always just back out if needed. That's it. Alright, here we go. Hard right 1, Sunny. Getting out of there. Makes sense. So I think Sunny's there basically for points. Hey bud, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah? It's only, what, 14 minus 2 for the light seek, so yeah, 12 points. Hey, can you not crawl over everything? That'd be cool. Alright.
Daddy,
Nope, nope.
that's the two.
It's just part of the desk. There's supposed to be a whole bit above, but we took it off because 1, it doesn't fit, 2, I don't need it. Finn with a left turn, so they're just meeting up with each other. Alright, so they're may be expecting Darth to kind of swing around. Totally fine. Left as forward as possible. Didn't actually push the limit or anything. Alright, Dengar. Going back. So what we probably end up doing with Senior Darth Vader is actually backing off. Barrel roller boost out of the way. Sets, alright. Charging up that gonk. Let's see. Doesn't really matter who we go with first. If I do rack though, there's a chance he bumps. Do I want to bump? Not necessarily. However, it would help me kind of turn in and join the fray. If it happens. If it happens, it happens. Yeah, sure. Nope. Not so much. Okay, so we can boost to start turning around. Or we could even just keep going forward and stay the course. I don't necessarily mind that. I'm trying to think. If we boost, we're going to be facing kind of towards this little debris on the far right of the field. Shouldn't really cause us any problems to turn in that direction. I think we might be better off. Actually, we probably wouldn't turn that far. I don't think so. And then if we can get there, we'll engage on this side of the map, where Dengar will kind of be stuck going right. So it's kind of nice. He'll boost. It actually did turn right in there. Okay. I think that's fine though. Not a big deal. And Vader. Okay, so we're gonna barrel roll Vader to the right and back. Try to make some space here. To the right and back. We're not gonna boost. I don't think that helps us at all. We'll just stay right there. Let's move our token. We're set. Just like that, round one has completed. Alright. So, I don't think a 3 bank is going to clear us of that debris. It could. I just don't know if it will. I don't think so. A 1 bank might be okay. And then we can jam forward next time. That being said, Vader's going to probably want to just 2 turn down, barrel roll away. Wait for a better moment. Wait for a more opportune moment. He could also bank in, barrel roll to one side or another. Just kind of keep maintaining while Rack gets in position. Alright, I think what we do is Rack. I think a hard turn is going to put us in just as bad a spot anyway. Either way, we're going to get a stress, I believe. I would rather make sure our ending position is more aligned for next turn. And for that reason, I think a 1 bank is best. That should set us up for a 2 bank. Up into the cluster of 3 debris. We'll still be approaching Dengar on the right. Now that being said, Dengar could switch around and try to come left. It's a possibility. Mostly we don't want to stay on Dengar's left because if we are stressing, don't want to be where he can get rid of it. Also, just turn down again towards the bottom of the map. That should be clear of the debris. Shouldn't run us into it. I believe. Good. And just continue around the bottom. That actually is not terrible. Vader could do a 3-yard turn. Keep up the chase. The thing is, I'm like, you try to get in there, oh, Danger's building up gonk, but at the same time, if we're taking away Danger's actions, he can't gonk. And even then, I don't think gonk's going to be all that great for him in the long run. Hopefully, he'll only be able to regen a shield to set. Oh wait, I didn't change rack. That was close. One left bank. One left bank. Set. Alright. Take a nice slower approach. I've gotten in trouble before where I'm like, doing the same thing, usually more with things like Ray. Nevertheless. Sven turning hard in. It's fine. If Danger wants to turn in, that's fine. Darth is going to be at a point where he can just shoot straight down. Danger might go for a bump, actually. Nope. Clear. The Gonkinator. We want to take out Dengar first, I believe. Mostly, Fen is going to be a pain for Rack, so like it would be cool to get him if I have an opportune shot. Be fine. But we do not really want to engage him range 1 or anything like that. Should be set, just waiting for the all clear to move. Okay. I'll go with good old Rack first. We are indeed clear. Let's see. I was thinking initially about boosting, but I don't think we want to. I think we want to give Darth a second to get in here. But let me look here. If we do boost, it's going to help us swing around the asteroids, get a nice, good range of Dengar. I think I'm good with it. Just staying right here. Because if we boost, Dengar goes fast. And then we have to turn again next round, I guess. There's a 4 straight, and then we do another 1 bank. Might still be okay. I just don't want to take the chance on bumping. Because we're going to want to start getting Kylo Ren in the mix. I think we just focus here. Focus. Darth. Nice, nice. We will boost. Yeah, boost. Just trying to think about Dengar's lefts. If he tries to go left, a 3 bank may get him around that, and I'm not necessarily going to want to go super fast if he does turn in. But if I stay right where I'm at, I should be able to like do a 5, 4 or 5 and be good. good option, is to just stay right here. The other thing I could do is boost bank. Maybe come around this rock. I don't know if that'll work too well. I think I just stay where I'm at. Focus, evade. Yeah, I think that's good. Set. So if I end up shooting my harpoon missiles, it really doesn't matter if he's at range 3, so I'd rather keep him at range 3 instead of getting closer. Especially since he's going to be wanting to shoot at Darth instead of Rag due to Rebel Captive. Okay. So, this turn, round 3, Rack's going to want to go fairly quickly, get in range. I'm thinking Vader's probably just a 3 is fine. Rack does a 3 bank. That should be okay as far as getting him turned in the next round. Mostly I just want to make sure that we're getting in range. A 3 hard turn, I think...
I found a new thing!
Oh, found a new thing. Let's see. Doing a hard turn, I think, is okay this round, but the next round, I'm definitely going to be going over something, and that's not great. The other option is to go slow with both guns. Also, if I go slower with Rack, I get a free target lock if I go. I should range 1 or 2 here. Okay. If I go slow, I'll have to go pretty quick. Don't know if I want to do that. What I could also do, because Fen can't slam fast either, right? Because he's gonna run into this debris here. Let me look at his template. Where's template go? He might hit that with his movement template, because that looks like it peaks a little bit under Dinger and Dinger's edge. I think would be where his template is. Darth could back out a bit. Alright, I think a 2 hard turn does fit. And he could swing around behind everybody. I'm imagining that Dengar is going to want to come up at Darth. That's what I'm imagining. If not, whatever. And it's going to keep Vader on Danger's right side if he does. So I'm thinking Darth does a too hard turn. Rack. Actually, we should probably go a little bit slower. Because if he gets a shot, great. Mostly, I want to just be enough in range that I can Kylo on the critical. Worry about the rest another turn. It would have been better for my move if I had like barrel rolled away and stuff like that. However, that would have telegraphed what I'm about to do too. Granted, I didn't think I was going to be doing this, but I think it is the way to go. It shouldn't take me onto the debris, but if it does, it also shouldn't be the end of the world. I think I'm good with it. What I think is going to happen here is Danger turn in towards Darth, thinking that I'm going to come in with missiles, which may or may not be the good thing to do. The main thing is that if Darth is shooting at Danger, procking the revenge shot and then the other shot, and he's not stressed, right? If he does make it over that debris, which I think he will with a 3 bank, that becomes an issue. However, if he does go up that way, and Darth is not in range for him to shoot at, he has to, well, he doesn't have to shoot at Rack, but he might then get stressed. I think Fen is probably gonna just bump. I think that's probably better for Fen. I think Fen should bank and bump into Danger just to get his template to go next round, go around that debris, not having to worry about it. That being said, he could move the Danger first, not bump, just go a little bit slower and barrel roll. He's got a couple options. None of them, though, are go fast. So, that's good. I'm set, by the way. I should put that on. We're set. That's it. Don't want to second guess it every time I do it. Usually turns out poorly. Sonny doesn't have a lot of options either, but we're not really worried about Sonny. Then again, there's a game last season. Wasn't too concerned about I think it was a Zeb TIE Fighter. Rebel TIE Fighter Zeb. Killed quick draw. You never know. Never know. And Sonny just taking focus. Dinger, there's the 3 bank. Going after Darth like I thought. That's good as long as I can not get stressed and get Darth out of there so he can't shoot him. You know, if he does, I get 4 dice, should be okay. Barrel right. That actually is kind of interesting. Probably trying to slide up a little bit more. No, that left, okay. That's actually an interesting call also. See where it puts his nubs. I feel like that might hurt him next round, but either way, it's going to force him to start going right. If we can get Rack in there, even if we have to boost to get Rack into range, and try to bait that shot. Alright, so yeah, it looks like he finished off that barrel roll, those nubs. Ooh, he might have a problem with that next turn. That would be great. The more stress we can pile in there, the better. He's being very cautious. Fenrir actually turning around to flank. Boosting. Interesting call. Probably trying to get away out of the missile too if I went really fast. That's what the barrel roll is for. Let's see if Fenrir pushes the limits.
Yeah.
But you killed him.
Either way you want to go, doesn't matter to me. Did not push. Alright. Let's see what happens. See what happens with Darth. Aha! We will target lock. Dinger.
This is the very last one.
Yeah.
See? See what you're doing?
Vader right there. Like
Put it on it. Well,
that. Can barrel roll? That'll get us out of arc. Or boost? That probably get us out of arc. Let's barrel roll left forward. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, coming in, we're going to target lock. Do I, no. Kylo? Get Kylo now. The only issue I have with shooting at Dengar, or getting Kylo triggered right now, is that if I do hit him with a crit, it's not super likely, but if I did, I don't want to trigger it now. Be a bad round for it to trigger, because he probably doesn't really want to shoot me anyway. If I just target lock him, maybe I get a hit. If I boost, do I get into range 2? Maybe. Maybe not. Does it help me next round? I bet it does. But I could also 2-bank next round and be just fine too. Let's target lock. Dengar. Got him. Plan is not to use it, but we'll see. I don't know. We're range 3, so I don't get automatic stuff. I think I'd rather save it anyway. Combat. Let's put this guy there. Have my dials. I don't think anybody has beginning of round or beginning of combat stuff, so we will shoot with Rick. It is obstructed on top of that. Alright, here we go. On Dengar. Rolling 3. Yeah, I mean, you know, we spend it now, we're gonna Kylo next round. I'd rather have a stronger shot next round. Set. Rather have a stronger shot next round. Granted, he may not be anywhere close to me next round, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Safe. Darth is nice and out.
Yeah. Alright.
Puppet training. Puppet class. Safe, don't shoot. Okay. Okay, round 4. It's a nice little free shot. Maybe something happens, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Alright, so Vader has the target lock.
Cooper! Coop, come!
For some reason, she has a terrible issue with getting the dogs to not hound her at the door. Okay, so here's the options available to us. We can 4K. Dengar shouldn't be able to get to us, with expertise active anyway. And then we can come back in any way we want. I actually really like that method. I think Dengar's better choice is to hard turn towards rear, start shooting him, even though that's not the greatest either. Vader could also hard turn and then boost. He'll be facing bottom left corner of the map. Do I like that? It's not bad. And if it's not going to be a good shot, I can just leave Darth where he is. Alright, I think Wreck goes fairly slow again. Maybe a 2-bank. Like, I'd love for Darth to get there, but I don't think he can. I think a 3 hard turn might be too much. At the same time, it might not be, if Dengar does turn towards Wreck. Wreck 2 banks. I don't know if Darth can quite get to range 2 for the free target lock. Because I'm thinking if Wreck spends it, Darth could give it right back. There's some good and bad to that. If I keep him split up, he's got to actually go for somebody. But Wreck's kind of defensible because Dengar won't have expertise. Like Wreck goes slow. Looks like a go slow, try to get Darth coming. And we'll do the 3 hard turn. 1 bank might clear that debris. And then Dengar's got him in arc and all that kind of nonsense, but I probably barrel roll away from him again, if I'm even, you know, in range, which I probably would be. Alright, I think we're good. Set. Double check dials, make sure I actually set them, because we had an issue come up the other day where I would have ran off the board for no reason. Luckily I had a really nice opponent. Do not try to push the issue. That's why I love this game, man. Community's really cool. I've had very few people that are just like, just out to be nasty if it means winning, you know. There's the hard turn. Okay, he is coming in. Darth, if he can get there, will have a nice, beautiful harpoon shot. I actually do also kind of like that we're going like a 1 straight instead of trying to like speed up and bank in. I might be wrong about it, but I like it at the moment. Let's see. Probably deciding to barrel roll or something like that. In his attacking Focus might be better, because expertise will be shut down. Let's go for the target lock. Okay. Now I'm really happy we're going slow and still zooming in now with Fenrir coming. Okay, set. Let's go ahead and do our one. We could boost. I'm trying to think if that helps us or not. If we boost, have a little bit harder time coming in at us, but we'll probably not get the debris. It's probably not going to help us in the long run anyway, but never know. If this was Oiken, I'd know exactly what to do. We are going to Kylo Ren. Kylo, blinded pilot. Do I not have a token for Kylo? Oh, there it is. On Dinger. I guess that's something important to state. And Fenrir is out of range 3, so we're good there. We're not going to take too much of the shoots. Means Dangar's got to shoot first. Otherwise, Fen has the ability to take the stress for Dangar, which he will do next turn, I'm sure. Oh, I'm just waiting to... Oh, okay. Yeah, he's getting it. Nice. Alright, some people still don't know how to do it, so I want to make sure that I wasn't making any assumptions. Alright, Dangar, or Darth Vader. Alright, there we go. And then a boost. And a focus. Bam. Well played, everybody. Well played. It's a good first engagement for us. I don't really count last round. Did we move the round counter? No, we didn't. We're still a ways back there. Round 3. Okay. Combat. Okay, so I think we go with Darth's missile first. Get the harpoon off now. Harpoon on Dinger. And rolling 4 dice. Come on, baby. Bam! We are set. Wow. Wow. Didn't have to spend nothing. Ouch! It doesn't trigger Kylo, but it does give him harpoons. Condition. And now wreck. And it is range 2 obstructed. Alright, on rack, or rack on Dangar, range 2, so we do get our ability. We have a target lock. He is range 3 of Darth Vader, so we don't get the extra target lock, which is fine, because Darth Vader just shot and we wouldn't be able to benefit from it anyway. I didn't think about that, though, but it's good. It ended up being okay. On Dangar, rolling 3. Target locking all 3, maybe? Mostly because is why I'm trying to rationalize this out. I'm sure the math is better. Because if I roll another focus, which will probably happen, I can change that one. Odds are lower of rolling more than one focus, always. I believe the math makes sense to do it. So I'm going to do it. And there we go. Set. So still no critical. One evade. So taking 2 hits. Clear that. So no Kylo trigger. Interesting. It's actually ultimately fine. Doing all this damage to Dengar is actually really good for us. Not that anybody would think otherwise, I don't believe, but... Now we see what he wants to do, because he's gonna take a stress if he shoots here. He could shoot Vader. Vader's rolling 3 dice with a focus. It's not gonna be a great shot. And then ultimately he's not doing damage to Wreck, and he's gonna want to start doing that pretty quickly. Like if it becomes a Fen Vader match, firing back at Wreck, taking stress, it's what we want. We get 1 die too. Hey. We spent our lock, so we can remove that. Ooh, ouchie. Okay. Set right there. He didn't even need. Rolling 1. And we're going to take all of it. 3 shields. 3 shields. 1, 2, 3. Either way, much better engagement for us. He's now stressed. Normal. Oh, okay, that was his first volley, or his retaliatory shot. Spend the target lock. Okay. Alright. Rolling 01. If we dodge it, we don't take a crit. If we don't, it's bad news. We take it. 1 shield, 1 crit. Not great. Come on, Kylo, where were you at? I know, I had the focus. I could have changed it. I did not. Direct hit. Actually, probably one of the better things to get on a decimator at the first go-around. It's dangerous later, but right now, I'd rather have that than like a damaged engine or something. Or a PS0, or my own blind. Okay. That is it. Sunny, I guess. Huh. Yep. Sunny. With a crit, and then spinning the focus. Man. Crit machine. Alright, we are rolling 1 for range 3. And we're gonna take them both again. We are now at half already. 1 hit and 1 crit. State it for the record. Blinded! There it is. Well, hey, what goes around comes around, I suppose. Chances are we're gonna bump next round anyway. And now that I know that it doesn't matter, why not? He has some rockin' dice, and he's got his own Kylo aboard apparently. Started off as a good round. I think we're still in the driver's seat here. Main issue is it's going to be much harder to get Dengar down now. Alright, so what do we want to do here? My thoughts is to try to bump Fenra. Goodness, hang on a second. Let me make sure there's no dead kids.
No.
Alright. Remember to turn the mic back on. That's always good. Alright. So, what would be best is to run into Fenrau. How do we do that, you might ask? I have no idea. The other option is to flee Fenrau and think about where he won't be pointing his arc. He may not be pointing his arc towards Sunny Bounder, but he might. I think it makes the most sense for Fen to do like a one bank or something, or even a two bank. What makes sense for Dengar here? He's stressed, and there's no way for him to get rid of that stress, I don't believe. Let me look at his dial. He could one hard turn at Vader, block him. That would remove stress. And Vader probably doesn't have a great way of getting around Dengar's ability to bump. Dengar, if he hard turns, he's gonna be probably out to, let's say the front of his ship would probably be like right where that debris kind of hooks into the top left corner of the map. Going right below Vader. Okay, so what can we do about that? Unfortunately, not a lot. My immediate reaction is to say go really fast. Maybe pass him by. Then we're looking at range 1 expertise shot. Not great. But we might be able to 5 straight and get past him. Maybe. The other thing is he might turn in towards Rack, keep the stress, maybe get another one from that debris. And then we run into Dinger. All that's not great. My inkling is that Dengar is going to turn in to the left, trying to gonk some shields back up. So I think our move is to three hard turn Rack. Hope that that clears everything. Maybe even boost away from everybody. Or away from Fenrir's arc. 2 hard turn could be good as well. I'm thinking that 3 just gets me a little farther from Sunny trying to block. Vader going 5. Not the greatest move, because Danger's expertise will be up. We could go for the block. It's just not the greatest thing ever. The other option too is that he assumes Vader's going to go fast, turns in towards Vader with Fenn, and then we're in an even worse spot. A lot of issues with this current turn. This could turn really deadly on us. If he does try to block us with Sunny, does he go fast and try to block the turn? Or does he go slow and try to block me speeding away? I think he goes slower myself. Just me. I guess we go 3 hard turn and the 5 straight. Just see what happens, I guess. Set. Dangerous turn all the way around for us. And that blinded pilot is really what's kind of doing it to us. I'll just see him shadow kills while he moves. Alright, so Sunny did go for the slow move. That should be good for us. Dengar did go for the... I don't think we're going to clear him. As long as Fenn's not going for Darth, it might be okay. Alright, so he's clearing that stuff. He is gonking a shield back. That's what I figured. Fairly positive we're running into Dengar this round with Darth Vader. Not the end of the world. Fen is going 3 straight. So we might bump Fen, and I am good with that, actually. Fen is the more dangerous out of all these guys. And it kind of gives us a not too shabby place to turn into the center of their map the next round. Hang on a second, wife is calling. I'm just pondering switching Kylo around. I could take a target lock as well. Target lock on Dinger and chase him next turn if I'm still alive. It's a nasty spot. I was hoping that we would be able to bump Finn. Woohoo! Okay. Well, it's not the absolute best thing, best positioning, but it's gonna have to do. So here, I think, is what we want. I think we want to... Now I'm wishing I had switched Kylo over to Finn. Switch the lock and focus. I think switching the lock is probably the better way to go. Switch the lock, evade. Just in case Dengar wants to shoot us with 4 expertise dice. I actually wouldn't mind tempting Dengar with a shot at Darth just to help keep Rack going. Teal on Fen. We could go after Sunny. I don't think that that's the best way to go either, though. And then we will focus, and we will see what happens. Fenn's gonna have 4 green dice. That's kind of like, you know. But if I can get him to spend his focus at least, he won't have it for a shot. He is target locked though. Okay. Combat. We are in round 4, by the way. We moved up. Flipping blinded. Okay, Fen Rao. We have 3 dice on Fen. I mean, you know, we could shoot at Sunny. The main thing with that is when I didn't target locker. I wouldn't mind it because I can shed the shield and then maybe do some damage, maybe kill it. You know, but I'd rather take a shot on Fen, and he doesn't get all of his defense bonuses. He doesn't get an added result, that's for sure. Rolling 3. To re-roll or to spend the crit, or to get a crit. I think we just take the crits and hope for the best. Set. And there he goes. Didn't even have to spend focus. Had some money dice. Even though Dengar took a bunch of beating, he can because he's got Gonk. Okay, and here comes the pain. Let's just hope Rack lives. That's really all I'm going for. But Fen is 5 dice, target lock focus. Sunny will be 3, and Dengar will be 3 with expertise. So, there we go. That's where we're at right now. Probably deciding who to go with first, as far as who wants the stress. I think that... Oh, Dengar, okay. I would think I would take it on Fen. He's already stressed. He's got a lot of greens. His ability to hit hard doesn't matter. Especially since you're just trying to hit hard this round and try to kill him, right? So taking the stress. Stressed. Granted, every time he's attacked so far, it hasn't mattered for his expertise. 2 hits. 1 and 2. Livable. We can still survive, and that's not bad. 1 crit in there, though. Target locking. We just need more of those. Holy cow. Focus. That should be it. 1. 2. A 3. A 4. And a 5. Alright, so we're flipping the last 2. 1. Structural damage, and a direct hit, he's dead. So I'm not even going to bother looking up structural damage. That is probably game right there. McDealty. So here's where we're at. We can keep going and try to get more points, try to win. We could concede here, take half points on Dengar. Because he hasn't gonked back up his health level yet. Okay. 2v4. Look at these red dice, man. 4. And there we go. We're evaded. Good there. Round number 5. Okay, so here's where we're at. Well, first off, we're at our music right now. Gotta re-up it. Skip the ad. Okay. Kylo goes down? No, it stays. Until resolved. So that's one thing we got going for us too, is that Dengi has Kylo on him. He also has the harpoon condition. I think what we want to do it's tough, right? So Fen doesn't have a great way to get a shot. It's gotta do green. We're gonna play it out. It's the last game of the season. Whatever. I'm in first place currently, but that's a very fragile first place for my pod. There's my wife again. Hang on. One of the things I hate about plans, making plans with people and stuff, is when they're a little flaky. Alright, so Vader doesn't have a great way to stay after Finn, unless Finn goes to the right, to Finn's right. Be a bad thing for Finn to do, because that's the only way Vader can chase him. So, Sunny is in a nice little spot to block a 4K. So that's my other way to get after Finn. Stay after him. If we were to too hard turn to our Darth's right, we could potentially boost, barrel roll, and maybe have a shot on Dinger. We could also just go for Sunny Bounder. Just try to kill him off now. Main thing is I don't want to let up on Dengar.
He broke this.
Okay, well, then it's broken.
But Mommy said if one of us get broken, we could get one.
No, that's not quite what's gonna happen. But that looks really broken, so it's not really gonna attach back on. Didn't just pop out, I don't think. I'll take a look at it in a little bit. Shh. Zip. I'll take a look at it in a little bit, but I don't think it's going back on. Just because you bust stuff doesn't mean you get new stuff. Okay, so that might be the better alternative. Is to just go after Sunny, get some points. I would love to keep after Dengar. I just don't think that that's a viable strategy, because I think if we too hard turn, I don't think we'll be able to boost or and come back on him. It would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen. The hard part also with Dinger now is Dinger's going to have the expertise just active. I was really thinking that rack would hang around a bit more. Yeah. Alright, I think Darth just does a one bank to the right. I'm trying to think of that versus a straight. If Sunny goes to block the 4K, which I think is Sunny's better move, Finn gets away, right? And then, you know, I'm still kind of in a bad spot to chase Danger or anything else. And, you know, I don't think saving 12 points to your list by doing a less than optimal move is a good way to go. Set. I don't think we win this. I mean, that should be obvious, but we're gonna try anyway. I think that starts. Ooh, probably still blocks the 4K. Will it block my 2 straight? I don't know. We'll find out. It very well might. If Vader can kind of single out and kill off guys, that's our best chance, right? Gonk. So now he is full. Well, not full, but he has relieved himself of all regen shields. He's at 5 out of 9, which means he's a little more than half. So we now no longer get half points on Danger. Something I also am going to love in 2.0 when we don't have to worry about some of this regen nastiness. There's the bump. Keep that with you. Set. He's going to shoot. Range 3. Get 4 dice. Naked. Expertise is no longer an issue. Whoa. Hey, I'll take it. Wait. Oh. He's rolling down. Okay. I suppose. 4. Now if you can just keep that up, hopefully spent all the luck already. That would be awesome. Alright, so I think now we can go after Finn. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Sunny's definitely like the better option as far as like just kill something, right? Get some points. However, because Finn either has to K-turn or will not shoot, it's probably better just to go after him. A 2 or a 3 turn, what would be better? I think if we do a 2 turn, and then we boost, we'll be low enough that we can hopefully barrel roll backwards and have a shot. I don't think Finn's going to 4K, but he may. It's a possibility. He won't have any mods for the shot, and we will be probably range 2. So all his defenses will be down. That's nice. Because he will be, what? He'll be kind of like by where that orange cloud gets, like, kind of stops. There's like a curving part to it, right? Big curved part to the orange cloud, very rounded. And then there's a piece where it like sticks out, right in front of Finn. It's like a little L-shaped juncture there. That's probably where his K-turn will land him. Let me look at his die. Let me make sure that I think that that's accurate. Oh no, he does have Talon rolls. I'm getting at a die. Still red. Well, apparently we're set. He's going. And I don't think I was going to change it anyway. Mostly we just want to stop him from being in range 1. Should be 1 Gonk shield there. Okay. Danger's just gonna go be happy and regen. I'm just gonna try to kill Finn, and then Sunny, and then that'll probably be the end of everything. By that time, unless they go fast for some reason. Bank left, right, or no, bank left, right. English is hard. Boosting away makes total sense. He has no reason, absolutely no reason to fight. None. Okay, hard left 2. Boost.
Daddy?
What, buddy?
I was trying to break the TV that he was throwing the bag of pull-ups on.
Back to barrel rolling. I'm gonna put it right there. Try to make sure I'm getting dude in arc. I don't want to go all the way forward in case that it got him out. So that's where we are. Combat. Did we up the round? He's got it at 7. I'm gonna assume that I'm wrong, so usually am. Okay, auto thrusters are gonna come into play. Here's our 2 dice. Here's our 1 crit. That's all Vader can roll. We're set. Our whip is not doing anything for us at all. Doing nothing. Alright. He's got to stay in a hot pursuit. Eventually, Dinger's gonna have to swing around and do, well, I guess he doesn't have to. So what we're gonna want to do here is probably cut through the debris field. We might just try to come in on Sunny, because, like I was was saying, he's got no reason to fight us. He can just run. That's it. He could just run. Go for Sunny. We can switch targets to Finn if an opportune moment comes up. Okay, there we go. There goes Sunny. Everybody's booking it. Problem with going too hard after Sunny right is that's going to put me in the middle of everybody at a certain point. Targogan. Not sure why we're sorry. He did just fine. Doing everything that makes sense. Dengar left 2. It's going to be hard for us to get on Dengar's right-hand side. That being said, it really doesn't matter at this point. There's not a lot of stress conditions going on. What we're going to need to do is just hang around the rocks and hope that that kind of helps us out, gives us a little bit of a buff. And if he comes at us to try to get good shots, better shots anyway, it won't be a big deal. Now going forward 5, yeah, we wouldn't have caught up to him anyway. I didn't really think we would. With the boost, everybody booking it. Okay. Yeah. Target lock Sunny. Then we'll do a boost after him. It's not really much of an issue. I'm going to take off Darth's nameplate so I can see his arc a little bit better. So he's in arc, range 3, 4 dice. I think a focus is better. 1, I want to keep away from everybody because I don't want to get in the middle of everything. 2, I can at least take a shield. So we're gonna do something. Combat. On Sunny. Rolling 2. Alright, we're gonna cancel blank. For shield. That's 1 shield off Sunny. I mean, the critical is already a critical, right? Even if it was a hit. So now we just hope that it's a direct hit. But it's evaded, so... Got the shield anyway. We did something. That's permanent. Can't get that shield back. Alright, well... That was a fun run. Should be around 8 now, I think. Okay, Sunny's probably gonna go fast. We're gonna go kind of fast. I don't expect Dengar and them to turn in. The only problem with having to like, switch targets and stuff over and over is that action to switch the target lock, and then I'm not focusing and all that stuff. So while I'm after people when Dengar's gone, it's not as big of a deal. But once we get in the mix, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. Alright, so what do I expect to see from his boys? I have all these tokens. Let me think here. Talon roll from Fen doesn't make a lot of sense. A hard turn-in does. Okay, so that debris is definitely going to cause us issues if we go try to tangle with it too much. If we go kind of slow, right? Maybe like a 2 bank. Should be able to avoid Fen. 3 bank, we can probably still avoid it. It's just, I don't know, it should set us up for an okay barrel roll position. If it ends up being range 3 on Fen, it ends up being range 3 on Fen. You know, one of them things. I think that's the safer move. Right now, we definitely need to play it safe. Sets. $3K turn from Sunny. Okay, I'm not against that. I think that's fine. We'll see what Fen does. I assume it's going to be a left turn. Yep, there it is. So. With that information, what we want to do here. Let's see if he boosts. That could change what we do. Otherwise, right now I'm thinking we bank in, we barrel roll, probably get out of arc, and then shoot at Fen. So we probably won't have a shot at Sunny at that point. I don't necessarily mind switching target priorities if we can dance around and try to cause issues that way. If we can get into Dengar and get a crit in, he will be permanent half points because of his conditions that he's currently got. So I left it back. Alright. So we're probably better off going after Sunny. Dengar, one hard turn. Interesting that Dengar wants to come tango. And a focus for his defense. This is the kill box that I didn't want to get into. Granted, I didn't slam in there, that's why we went a little slower. Okay. So, we have a shot on Dengar. Danger's going to have probably 4 dice with focus. Four dice with the focus. But all we gotta do is get that crit in there. think the best move is going to be to barrel roll, shoot at Sunny, turn in on them, and try to get them next round. I think that's probably the better thing to do. So let's go ahead and roll, and then focus. Probably gonna end up forward as far as possible. Look at that, what that looks like. Oops. Okay. I think we can nudge up just a bit. Alright, and then focus, and we hope for something good. Combat. Sunny. Rolling 2. Come on, man. I would spend the focus if it meant maybe killing Sunny Bounder. Said, I just want points right now, but that is the better shot to take. Look at that. Goodness. So turning into a really rough game. I was feeling actually really confident going into it. So this was Fen. Let's see, did he measure? Firing options, range 3, tie. Okay. Oh, there's no name to it. That's why. Versus 4. 1 shield. He rolls 2 hits and I can't roll nothing. No paint. I could have spent my focus, you know. So I don't think Danger's got a shot. Okay. Well, this next round may be the last. So what we're going for here is get half points on Dengar. Oh, he needs crit. So we will 1 bank or a hard turn. What do we think is better? 1 bank is probably better. That being said, I imagine Sunny is going to play the blocker, going to run in, boost, and try to block a slow move like that. That's what I would do. And right now he's been playing on point. Sunny can do 3 banks green. Oh, actually Sunny doesn't have a boost. Okay, so what do I think Sunny's going to do? I think Sunny's going to 3 forward, barrel roll. 3 forward, barrel roll, and that probably blocks. If the barrel roll fits. There's a chance it might not, but there's a strong chance it will. 3 forwards, probably going to put it probably just enough. But I think a too hard turn is going to be not great, and it's really the only other thing that I might be able to get away with. So we're going to one bank and hope for the best. Main thing with shooting at DarthGeri is that we do need our actions, so bumping is terrible. Because we are going to need to switch target lock. We'll want the focus. We'll spend it if need be. What's nice here is that Fen is going to be going over this rock. He'll be stressed, so no mods there. DarthGeri will maybe bump. Depends on what order he goes in. Somebody's going over the rock. DarthGeri's going to want a retaliation shot. So there's a chance he has some bad shots here. Even a one hard turn probably puts him on that debris field. So DarthGeri could turn away. Ooh, that's actually a good point. DarthGeri could turn away. We're in a hard turn. In a hard turn because if DarthGeri does indeed turn away, we need to be able to shoot with full mods if possible. Sunny, I don't... might not have blocked us. Maybe not. It's possible. Barrel rolling. I think that helps us as well. Clear out our space. Yes. I thought that it would fit. So I'm glad we didn't do the one bank. It's exactly what I thought would happen. Fen Rao with the 2 bank to the right. Probably to prevent DarthGeri from hitting that. He also didn't hit it. He won't have a shot, but DarthGeri's going to bump here. I assume he might turn away. Oh, hang on. Phaedron lost a shield. I gotta take that off. Okay, so we won't have to worry about Fen. Oh, okay. So he did turn away. Not a lot of what I thought was going to happen happened, except for Sunny Bounder. Interesting. Target locking. Okay. So we won't have any defenses. That part is good for us. Okay. DarthGeri. Target lock DarthGeri. Need to get a crit in there. If we get a crit in there, we're at least walking away with some kind of points. And a focus. Combat. Should be range 2. Obstructed, so he's getting 3 dice. They're naked. Okay, on DarthGeri. Come on, baby. Come on. I pushed the button, so I don't want to roll it again. Let me do this. Let me roll 2 greens. Actually, I'll just click it, I guess. I pushed the hotkeys, but it's not rolling anything, so... Rolling 2. Crit. Spend 1. Blank for shield. Cancel. There's a chance it goes in. Nope. You got a shield off. Our next move is probably going to be a one bank. Nothing really seems better than that. Can't block me. Dengar Invader. 3v4. Got my focus because I can't really paint. If it wasn't for his ability to add crits and stuff, I would be so boned on all my rolls. And there it is. 4. And I can't roll anything to save me, so, you know, one shield. It's crazy. I'm built to be punching hard, you know, at least consistently doing something, and I'm not doing anything. If it wasn't for Krennic, I would have no damage right now. Everybody would be full. Well, I guess Dengar's taken a couple, but... Okay. Round 10. Let me think here. What does Dengar do? Dengar has a 2 sloop or 3 sloop? 2 sloop. So if he wants to 2 sloop left and have his arc, which is a good way to go, would be the thing to do, and it'll definitely fit. If it was a 3, it would probably still fit. So what I'm assuming we're gonna get from good old Sunny or Dengar. Sunny's probably gonna just hard 2 or 3. Again, good part is he can't get shots on me. Fen is not going to be able to get shots, so that part's good. Yeah, I mean, we got to go and tempt the Dengar fate, you know. It's just how it is. I want to keep my distance, just right. My dial could get frozen. Hang on. Vessel's frozen. Let me text Gary. Still sleeping, actually. Alright, hang on a second. Gotta... Hopefully streaming stuff is gonna be fine. Alright. Oh, wait. There we go. We're back. Set. So the only real thing here is if we want to go faster. I suppose it's on me, right? I put my dial on the table. I was actually thinking of going faster. Just to get the added dice for myself. It would be terrible, actually, right, to give Dengar more dice. It's probably not good to have gone faster. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, it looks like your mic's moving, so I don't know why he's chanting. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Fen, hard right 2. He's just gonna be boosting, trying to flank around. There's the sloop. Could just control you, but turn around. It's fine. The problem is if you get off by 15 degrees, right, which is each interval that person the arrow key does. You mess up on it, and you're kind of like, oh. See it? Remember when I said I wasn't really worried about Sunny Bounder? Now, look exactly where Sunny Bounder is, right in kill spot. Okay, so let me look here. Safe and row. Okay, so everybody's got a target lock on me. Nifty. I think we boost. Get out of range 1 there. And, what was his? He took a target lock. And a focus. And you know what? If I need to use it to get that crit in, we're gonna get it in. By golly. Combat. Combat. On Danger. 2. And we'll do that in this set. We're putting that crit in, by golly. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so 2 blinks, Kylo and Harpoon trigger. So 1 shield, 1 pull, 1 crit. Oh crap. What do we got going on here? Make sure we're getting all this. Oh, doesn't even have any damage cards. Hold up. On 1 hole, okay. No, is that right? Revenge shot is blinded. I spent the focus. So that this goes away, this goes away. Shouldn't be able to block a K turn next round. That's probably definitely what I'm going to do. Now we just have to rely on not getting decimated. But we got we got our half points on Dengar, so there's that. Gonk is no charges. Oh. Okay, target lock on the 1 blank. Expertise. There it is. Okay, come on. Come on, greens. How much do I need these evades? Have a child to sacrifice dice gods. It's probably too much in this PC world. 3. Hey, I'll take it. 1 shield. Could have been much worse. Still got our hold. Okay. So, should we K-turn next round? Probably. If I was Dengar, what am I gonna do? I would sloop and focus. Sloop left, focus. That's what I would do if I was Dengar. 2 versus 3. Focus. Roll 3. Ah. I got my points on Dengar. 1, 2. That's all I can say is I got my points on Dengar. It's not 100-0, so. What a day for the dice, huh? What a day for the dice. Because I don't feel like I've flown this poorly, right? I really don't. I feel like I made pretty optimal moves. From even Rack's approach and trying to hug the obstacles to try to get things right. Like, I don't know what you do differently. The only other thing I could have done is just made my approach up on top, right, and tried to fight that way. Which is a doable thing I could have done. I don't know if that changes anything, right, because the engagements happened the way they did, and nothing really prevented anything else. I guess you could say that the moves were definitely impacted by rock placement and where we ended up, but it seemed to always work out for him, so I don't know what I do differently as a pilot. That's what I'm trying to get at. We're catering, and we're just going to go for it. If I was Dengar, I block. Or, no, I don't block, I sloop. Left sloop, focus for defense. See what happens. If I can roll 3 hits, it's over for Dengar. And maybe Darth Vader continues on. Two hole. Round 11, right? Round 11. I don't have anything else to do. My dial set. So the only thing we go for here is we try to kill Dengar. If that happens, and then we kill Sunny, change we succeed. You never know. But the way things are going. But yeah, I dislike blaming dice. I try not to. I try to think of the other things I could have done. I just don't know what those things would have been. The only combat decision that I could have changed was spending that target lock on the first shot. I don't necessarily think that helps in that situation. We saved it, and then I think we used it on that next one, right? So that was the better shot. It's the right move, I believe. And then Rack was dead. What, we ran around with Vader nice and easy. We've switched targets a few times, which was more just because I couldn't get Vader where he needed to be to continue to pursue Dengar, or even Fenn at that point, or at one point. And then Sunny, we tried to pursue a bit, and just couldn't roll. So yeah, one bank puts his tail in like here-ish. Our 4K should still pass that. So, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just how life is, and we die. Got another shot. Got half points on Danger. That's what I'm trying to remind myself. Got half points on Danger. It does raise our MOV, so the second place guy will either have to win another one, take first place, or just get some pretty good MOV and then still take first place. If he gets another match in, winding down to the end, I think it's over on Sunday. They did extend it a week. Oh. A sloop right for a stress. Did he not think he would make it over here? Because he totally would have made it over there. Here's your target. Everybody's done. That could potentially save our bacons. $4K. That's all we got. Revenge shot is gonna maybe stink, but you know. Range 2. No bonuses. Here we go. Dengar. Rolling 2 dice. Okay. Alright, here's the deal. If we re-roll both die, because I don't think we shoot at Dengar next turn, probably gonna have to switch it up anyway. We might get it. Re-rolling both die. Got it. Spent the lock. Good. Set. We would have had him anyway, but you know what? It's fine. Now we just have to hope that the expertise revenge shot deal is down and doesn't help. Okay, so that gets us 51 points. Now we have to live. Dead but strikes back. The Empire strikes back. If any of those go through, it won't matter, but 3. We live! For Sunny to kill us. Alright. Does Sunny kill us? Could be in this. I don't want to get overconfident though, because Sunny's probably about to be like, hey, you remember me, the 12-point ship that at the beginning of the game you said was, you know, nothing? Yeah, here I am, and here he goes, and here we roll, and we're dead. Oh, mama. At least I got Dengar. Ouchie. Oh, man. Rack got destroyed. Yeah. Well, that was our final game of the season. So that part is done. Let me, Sci-Fighter, DarthGeri report. DarthGeri. 51 points to 100. Let me end the log file. Written. Submit. That was great flying. All right. Well, I thought we handled it as best as we could. That's how things go. It's the last game, so I wanted to submit and then pull up the results of the rankings as of right now. So, as of right now, we ended. There we are, 3 and 5. So we've got a decent MOV gap here. Mr. Sunall has just recently come back and gotten a couple games. Oh yeah, nice job. Alright. So that's over. Joke there. So, right now we have the first place spot in our pot, but, I mean, look at our pot. 4 people didn't play a single game. Like, I mean, it's not really anything to be proud of, but at the same time, hey, it was actually a lot of work to get our matches scheduled and all that work, putting in all that, so, really, it still is kind of a feat to get all your matches done sometimes. So, we'll see what Mr. Sunall ends up coming up with. If he does any more, even Draco could come back for one final game and get a win and be put over the top. They could both pass us, and then we stay exactly where we are. Oh, and Mr. Sunall was just like, ah, I see. He just texted our group. So, that's not great. But even if he passes us and Draco stays out of it, we'll be okay and we'll go to the core. We'll see. That being said, Earthworm, the organizer of the Vassal League, is actually on course to maybe, if he wins, be the ruler of the Inner Rim. That would be cool. If I can, I will try to stream his match, maybe co-commentate with my brother or something again. That was really fun. I would like to do a lot more of that. Next season, my plan is to actually contact the Deep Core and see if they don't mind if I was to stream their matches. So I think that would be cool for everybody to see. One, it's going to be 2.0, so people are going to want to learn what is happening with the new content and how things work, and they're going to want to do that by watching who's in the top echelons of X-Wing. Granted, that's all going to get mixed up with 2.0, I think, but those are also the people that have enough insight to make a quick turnaround and figure things out quickly. So, that's not to say that they're going to allow me to, or schedules are going to work out, but that is something that I want to try next season, is maybe commentating more games. Just if I happen to be available, just me, I'll do that. If my brother or my buddy is available, we might co-commentate together. We'll just have to kind of see how it goes. Let's see here. Chat, what's up, guys? Chaser, haven't seen you for a little bit. Let's see. These are all old messages. Everybody was like, "Oh, you're not talking to everybody." So, Vassal League, I don't talk to chat or have chat go up, just because I don't want there to be any like skewed like, "Oh, the guy in chat said to do this move and you did that move, so you know that skews the results. You wouldn't have done that otherwise." Like, so just because it's a league match, in normal matches that are just what I'll be getting into now the season's over, I'll definitely have chat up and be able to talk to you guys. So I apologize for not being able to speak with you, but just to answer questions, this is not Tabletop Simulator. There is a module for Tabletop Simulator to do X-Wing. I've never tried it because you got to pay for it. This is Vassal. It is worked on by a gentleman called Muon, MU0N is his screen name. Does amazing work trying to get all this streamlined. I really appreciate everything that they do for us in getting this up and running. I wouldn't be able to play without Vassal. So I really do want to put out there how much I appreciate what they do for everyone. Yeah, I probably wouldn't play X-Wing because my tabletop time is actually limited severely for my job. And, yeah, I wouldn't see the point in buying ships. Right now, I still buy the ships, just because I know that I like them. I would like to play them when I do get table time and I'm able to practice on Vassal. Otherwise, I would have been like, you know what, I don't have time to play, so there's no point paying. So I wouldn't be able to do any of the X-Wing stuffs. Let's see. And then Mr. Chaser. Tip of the hat, sir. It's been a little while. Stream-wise, I guess... Goodness, kid. Thank you for picking up, though. Do appreciate that. Just loud. Stream-wise, probably won't be picking up full-time streaming. Well, and when I say full-time, I mean my regular scheduled stuff and all that. Probably won't be until mid to end of September. Summertime, kids are out of school. Wife's not currently working at the moment, so it's just a lot of family time right now. Trying to take care of a lot of stuff. We're also potentially moving soon. So just cutting into stream time. But if I have a chance to do some, I think late night streams or something, I might do that just to get back in the swing of things. I do miss streaming a lot, so I've had to spend all my free time trying to get Vassal League matches going. So now that that's done, I might do some late night streams when I get home from work or something. People are asleep. Yeah, that's the current plan right now. Thank you for joining us for our course for the core through X-Wing 1.0. We might have made it. I won't know yet, so there's that. Mr. Sunall still has a few days. I think it ends on Sunday, the 24th, yes. So, there's a chance he could take my top spot, but as long as we're top 2, we'll move on. And Draco has not touched the game for a while. Should be good. I'm hoping, I really am. But yeah, 4 seasons. 4 seasons of Vassal League. Feels good. Be ready for season 5 when that starts up. Sounds like that's going to be like October-ish, something like that, when things are in chaos because of all the new ships and all the new mechanics and all that. So if you've made it through this far in my course for the core, I appreciate you watching. It's mostly around for me to have a record, but hey, if people find value in it, that's why I try to do some strategy kind of talk, things like that. So I will be trying to do some just regular old matches with random people. I've done matches with viewers before as well. I also like helping people with list building, things like that. A little bit less interest in that right now because of the 2.0 second edition stuff coming out. Everybody's kind of like, well, I guess we're just done with 1.0 for now. Well, you could do stuff that still matters. Practice with arcs. Very important to get in some arc time. And I don't mean just the 170s. Also practicing ships like Asajj, where you're changing your mobile arc around. There are people that are playing 2.0 as best we know it, just to try it out. Problem with that is that we don't have any point values for things. So I'm hesitant to try that, but you just ballpark with somebody, hey, this seems to be roughly this many points. That seems to be roughly that many points. I would try to stick to things that have been released, and we have full knowledge if you want to do that. Just because if you try to be like, okay, well, here, let me take my list in 1.0, and you take your list in 1.0, we'll just double the points. Oh, look, it still works out because that's how math is. And then, we'll just call it 2.0. Well, it's not really 2.0. So try to do as much as you can. I would say that's going to get you a big step ahead of the game. I haven't practiced at all, so. But being Empire, I practice mostly arc ships anyway, so I feel confident going into it. Phantoms, baby. Phantoms might be back. That would be sweet. That would be awesome. Actually, I need to start practicing Echo. It's been a while. I need to get back in the swing of things. It's gonna be my next few matches, probably some Echo. Yeah. Alright guys, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. And hopefully we'll catch you next time, Season 5, in the Core Worlds. The course is complete. We just don't know where we ended up yet. We gotta ask our Navicomputer where the heck we are. Take it easy, everybody. We'll catch you next time. That's the wrong screen. There it is. Boom. See you guys.